Julie, and I am here today with Dwayne Klassen, who's going to be speaking at Frock by Design in Edmonton, where we're going to help you move from best kept secret in life, love, and business to success. None of us have gotten into this world hoping for the lackluster life. No, all of us have a dream, a purpose, and perhaps something they have to take a bigger message to the world. And so I am so excited. When Dwayne came and spoke with us, shared his genius and expertise in Canmore, you could have heard a pin drop. And if you're watching, you know this. It was one of those moments, defining moments for a lot of women in the room that created a lot of realization that there might be a bit of a disconnect with what's going on currently in the world. But without further ado, and without stealing his thunder, because he knows this way better than I do, Dwayne, I'm going to invite you in and share a little bit of what we can expect and give us your best of your best, my dear. Take it away.
Awesome, Joe. I'm super excited to be joining you again because we just had such a great time in Canmore, and I'm really excited to be able to platform my passion for your audience in Edmonton. And what I'm going to be bringing to the table is playing that bigger game in how relationships are showing up. Today, we are in the age of the empowered woman. She's got it rocking, she's doing her thing, and she should never have to dumb it down or play small in her relationship. And a lot of women are doing that right now. A lot of women right now they're rocking it, they're doing amazing things, but their spouse or their partner, he's kind of hit this malaise. And it's not just him. It's happening around the world. Men right now are more confused, they're more frustrated, more challenged as to what it means to be a man in today's world than ever before. And so what's happening as women are rocking it, and of course the work you do, Joe, you see this all the time. You see these women that are doing amazing things, but their relationship is suffering from it. Not from something that she's doing wrong, but she's wondering why this disconnect is happening. And a lot of times it's happening because he can't handle her new vibration. It was wonderful when they got together. They were both co-creating this amazing relationship. But as her business and her direction and her support really started to amp up, she began to change. She began to evolve into this amazing woman. And he is now feeling threatened by this because he now doesn't have the utility that he once did in the relationship. She can do it all. What do I have to bring to the relationship? So what ends up happening now is he turtles, or he goes into his little boy, or he leaves or she leaves because the relationship becomes unsustainable. What I want to bring to your audience and to that weekend is just to take this energy of how this masculine and feminine energy is showing up in us and how women today can find their champion, even if they're already in a relationship, how she can support and get him to get fired up about what she's doing. And if she's single, what does she need to do to find her champion? How she doesn't have to lower her standards in order to manifest someone into her life that's going to support and love her for where she's at. It's going to be a dynamic, it's going to be fun. I'm going to blow your hair back in a lot of aspects about relationships that perhaps a lot of women have never really considered. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, I am too, because, you know, Dwayne, one of the things that I hear from women entrepreneurs specifically, or senior level executives, these are women that are really powerful and have, in fact, done what they needed to do to get to where they are.
Sure.
The problem is they're not doing, there's a disconnect at home, like you said, and I hear this quite often. It wasn't, you know, without being inappropriate here, just in the last couple of weeks, I've heard from 5 women who I know are extremely successful, all saying to me, they don't feel they could share this with their partner, their spouse, or what have you, because they feel like it might rain on their parade. And yet these women are accomplishing these great things. Well, of course, that's going to cause a disconnect.
Absolutely.
That's going to, you know, we don't feel supported if we can't share what's going on in our life. And I've been in a situation where, you know, for many reasons, but a marriage that disintegrated because I didn't feel that either. And I remember not knowing what to do. So I know why when you speak, we're all ears, because we're the opposite sex. We don't understand. We need, you know, we almost need a blueprint to understand each other. What we originally are attracted to can become a big obstacle in our life. You know, like you said, the magnetism of that person,
Yes.
that woman, when she's on her game. But then after a while, somehow he ends up in the shadows. I don't think any of us want that, but finding the way and how you describe it and the tools you give us to be aware of and to be knowledgeable and how to celebrate each other versus one versus the other, which is quite different. You know, it's not a competition, and yet sometimes it's felt like that for me too. So I am so excited you're going to be there and sharing your genius, and I can't wait to see you. Do you have any parting thoughts before we go?
Well, I highly encourage any woman that is wherever she's at, whether she's in a relationship or not, don't be too concerned about emasculating him. If you're rocking it and you want something, that you have something to share with him, share it. Remember that it is his stuff that he's hanging on to. Your sharing isn't going to take anything away from the relationship dynamic. And what I always, for my coaching clients, is never see it as you, him. Always there's a third entity, and it's called the relationship. And when we focus our energy and our communication towards, is it serving this relationship? Instead of pointing fingers at, oh, you're not doing enough, you're not meeting my needs, or he's doing the same thing. Most couples do this back and forth. But if you do the third, that trifecta, having that relationship as the root or the energy dynamic that a relationship needs, put the focus there. Communicate to this place, not to him.
Yeah, I totally agree. I agree. Well, I will, for those of you watching, I promise you, you will not be the same, because there were a lot of people that were doing a double take, retake, starting to realize there were some disconnects, and it had been him versus her versus, I agree with you 100%. So I can't wait, Dwayne. Thank you so much for being here and sharing what they can expect. And we'll see you soon in Edmonton. Thank
you so much, Joe. All the best.
Thank you. Until we see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.